They say America is the land of opportunity, but it's also the land where you can be sued for almost anything. You can spill your own coffee, trip on your own floor, or even smile too happily at work, and somehow you might end up in court. Today, we're exploring the 33 dumbest, strangest, and most ridiculous things that could actually get you sued in the United States. Stay with me till the end, because number 27 will make you terrified to ever shake hands again. Let's dive into the madness. 1. The hot coffee that changed America. Back in 1992, a 79-year-old woman named Stella Liebeck bought a cup of coffee from McDonald's drive-thru. She accidentally spilled it on herself, and it caused third-degree burns. Most people laughed when she sued McDonald's, thinking it was absurd. But the truth? McDonald's was serving their coffee at near boiling temperatures, 190 degrees Fahrenheit, far hotter than home coffee. The lawsuit exposed corporate negligence, and she actually won a settlement. But ever since then, getting sued over coffee became an American meme, and McDonald's cups now come with a "Caution, Hot" label, thanks to her. 2. When you sue yourself. Literally. Believe it or not, there have been cases where people actually sued themselves. One man in Kentucky tried it as a strategy to collect insurance money. He filed a claim for injuries he caused himself and listed himself as both plaintiff and defendant. The court was so confused, it had to appoint lawyers to represent both sides, him versus himself. It sounds insane, but it highlights how America's legal system has paperwork for everything, even self-inflicted stupidity. 3. When bad Yelp reviews go to court. We all love to leave a savage Yelp review when food tastes like cardboard, right? Well, in the US, that can backfire. Several small businesses have sued customers over defamation, claiming a one-star review ruined their reputation. One case in Texas involved a couple sued for $1 million after they wrote that a contractor did shoddy work. Even if you're telling the truth, the cost of defending yourself can be brutal. So next time you type, "This place smells like feet," maybe just don't. 4. The burglar who sued his victim. Imagine breaking into someone's home, getting hurt, and then suing them. That's exactly what happened when a burglar fell through a skylight while trying to rob a school in California. He broke his leg, sued for unsafe conditions, and, unbelievably, got a settlement. In America, even criminals sometimes win in court. Lesson: lock your windows, and apparently bubble wrap your skylights. 5. Love gone legal, suing your ex. Relationships can be messy, but in the US, they can also be legally explosive. A woman once sued her boyfriend for not proposing after 8 years, claiming breach of promise. Another man was sued for emotional distress after breaking up via text message. Turns out, love might be blind, but your lawyer sure isn't. 6. Wedding drama? You didn't invite me? In a bizarre 2019 case, a woman sued her cousin for not inviting her to the wedding, saying the exclusion caused her emotional trauma and humiliation. She even demanded compensation for the cost of her dress she never got to wear. Apparently, in America, even not being invited can be legally offensive. 7. The monkey selfie war. It started as a joke. A man's camera was grabbed by a monkey who snapped a selfie. But then came the lawsuit. Animal rights groups sued on behalf of the monkey, claiming the monkey owned the copyright. Yes, a monkey had a legal case in US court. The judge eventually dismissed it, saying animals can't hold copyright, but the fact it even reached court is pure legal comedy. 8. Texting too much. The digital harassment trap. Flooding someone's phone with messages might seem harmless, but in the US, excessive texting can be considered harassment. A woman in Arizona sent her ex over 159,000 texts, yes, you heard that right, and she was charged with stalking and harassment. In the age of smartphones, love letters have turned into legal liabilities. 9. Singing happy birthday could cost you. Until 2016, happy birthday to you was actually copyrighted. That meant restaurants legally couldn't sing it publicly without paying royalties. That's why you'd always hear weird songs like, "Happy, happy day to you." Only after a long lawsuit did the song finally enter public domain. Imagine paying money just to celebrate someone aging. 10. Snowball fights. Banned fun. In parts of Wisconsin and Colorado, snowball fights are legally banned. In one case, an 11-year-old got ticketed for throwing snowballs at a friend. Apparently, they were classified as projectiles. So yes, in some towns, even winter joy can be a criminal offense. 11. The meme that cost thousands. Posting a funny meme? It might not be so funny later. People have been sued for copyright infringement over memes that use photographers' images. One influencer got a $5,000 fine for using a celebrity photo in a meme without permission. So that distracted boyfriend meme? It's not just relatable, it's legally protected. 12. The Great Butter Lawsuit. A diner sued a restaurant because their butter was too hard to spread. He claimed it caused wrist strain and that the restaurant misled him by showing photos of soft butter on the menu. It sounds absurd, but the case went to court. Who knew breakfast could be so legally dangerous? 13. The Dangerous Hug. A man sued a coworker for giving him a hug that was too tight, claiming it caused back pain and emotional distress. In another case, someone sued for being hugged without consent. America is the only place where affection can literally come with a legal disclaimer. 14. The Lawn War. Americans take their lawns very seriously. One man sued his neighbor because their sprinkler sprayed water half an inch over the property line. Another sued because a tree branch looked threatening. Apparently, in suburbia, grass isn't just greener, it's a battlefield. 15. The Slow Drive-Thru Lawsuit. A man in Chicago sued McDonald's for taking too long to deliver his order, claiming loss of time and emotional distress. Some people have patience, others have lawyers. 16. The Coconut Catastrophe. A tourist in Florida was hit on the head by a falling coconut at a hotel resort. He sued, saying the resort should have known coconuts fall. The judge actually sided with him because apparently coconuts are foreseeable hazards. In paradise, the only thing falling faster than coconuts is common sense. 17. The Loud Chewer Lawsuit. In one office, an employee sued a coworker for creating a hostile environment because they chewed too loudly. Another worker complained about keyboard noise. It might sound petty, but workplace lawsuits over noise disturbances are shockingly common. Some people should really invest in earplugs instead of attorneys. 18. When saving a life gets you sued. A California woman pulled her friend from a wrecked car to safety. But the friend later sued her, claiming she dragged her the wrong way, worsening her injuries. Good Samaritan laws usually protect helpers, but not always. In the US, no good deed goes unpunished. 19. The Facebook friend request lawsuit. A woman sued coworkers who didn't accept her friend request, claiming emotional discrimination. She said being ignored online made her workplace toxic. The court tossed it out, but the fact she tried proves social rejection can literally go legal. 20. The high five disaster. At an office party, two coworkers went for a high five. One swung too hard, spraining the other's wrist. It ended in a lawsuit for negligence and physical harm. Sometimes teamwork doesn't make the dream work, it makes court paperwork. 21. Pizza topping trauma. One customer sued Domino's for delivering the wrong topping combination. He argued it was a breach of contract because his order specifically said no olives. The judge dismissed it, but only after several hearings. Imagine wasting weeks in court because of olives. 22. The haunted house lawsuit. A couple sued their home's previous owners for not disclosing it was haunted. They claimed strange noises, cold spots, and logical distress. They even tried to sue the real estate agent for failure to disclose paranormal activity. In the US, ghosts might not be real, but the lawsuits sure are. 23. The ice cream cone collapse. One customer sued an ice cream truck when their cone fell to the ground, claiming the vendor didn't secure it properly. Sometimes justice is just cold and sticky. 24. The accidental elbow. At a sports game, one fan accidentally elbowed another in excitement. The injured fan sued for physical assault and emotional damage. It wasn't even intentional, but in the US, enthusiasm can legally hurt. 25. Toddler art gone wrong. A landlord sued a tenant because their 3-year-old drew on the wall with crayons. He demanded thousands for property defacement. The child's defense? She just liked blue. Apparently, innocence isn't an excuse in property law. 26. The falling leaf feud. In Oregon, a man sued his neighbor because leaves from their tree kept blowing into his yard. He claimed it was property trespass. The court ruled against him, but he still spent months and thousands of dollars pursuing justice over leaves. 27. The painful handshake. A businessman in New York sued another man after a handshake caused nerve damage. He claimed the other squeezed too hard and it affected his ability to work. Since then, that case has become a textbook warning about assault through excessive handshake pressure. Imagine shaking hands and shaking up your bank account. 28. Sued for being too happy. A woman in an office sued her coworker for being too cheerful, claiming their constant positivity was creating a hostile work environment. She said the coworker's happiness was fake and manipulative. Sometimes, in America, even joy is suspicious. 29. The selfie stick assault. A tourist taking a selfie at Disneyland accidentally hit another guest in the head with their selfie stick. The victim sued for negligence. Disney eventually banned selfie sticks completely. So yes, one bad selfie ruined it for everyone. 30. The tipping tantrum. Some restaurants have sued customers for leaving less than the suggested gratuity. In one case, a man was charged for refusing to tip 18% after poor service. It was dismissed, but it showed how tipping in America isn't just social pressure, it's almost a legal one. 31. The pet sitter lawsuit. A pet sitter sued a dog owner after getting bitten, claiming the owner failed to warn them that their dog had teeth. It's one of those lawsuits that make you question humanity and legal logic. 32. The falling poster panic. A retail customer sued a store after a sale poster fell and lightly brushed their shoulder. They claimed trauma and distress and won a small settlement. Apparently, paper cuts aren't the only danger in stationery aisles. 33. The fake lottery prank. A man gave his coworker a fake lottery ticket as a prank. She thought she'd won millions, then realized it was fake and had a breakdown. She sued him for intentional infliction of emotional distress. Moral of the story? Never prank someone who knows a good lawyer. So, what have we learned? In the United States, you can be sued for just about anything. Coffee, coconuts, hugs, selfies, or smiles. Nothing's safe. While some lawsuits expose real issues, others are just pure comedy with legal fees. If you enjoyed this wild ride through America's most ridiculous lawsuits, smash that like button.
Subscribe for more insane real-world stories.
And comment below, which lawsuit made you laugh the hardest or shake your head in disbelief? Because in America, even common sense might need a lawyer.